Welcome to Sunday Shop Talk, and today I want to talk to you about this new RUWI system. It's a new top for my FAT300 table, and it's an expandable system now, so it doubles the size of the table. Also has a drawer for some bits in here for your clamps and a place to store all your profile. So let's go ahead and have a quick look. So it's a really simple system here of these little tabs, little pins, and then you can bring the table round like this, put it on here, and then lock it in place. One there. Double the size of your table, absolutely massive. It's like 2 tabletops now. As always, you can bring out your various clamps for holding the profile, which you've seen before. They've changed the profile end caps very slightly. If you can see here, there's now a slot, which means you can slide them on to the RUWI clamps, but you can also slide on your favourite Festool clamps as well. And that's really good because if you do dig any wood with these off, I often use it with it off because of the being able to slip the clamps on, but if you do accidentally catch something or a big slab, the aluminium can be really big and be quite sharp. So as before, we can lock down all our various aluminium profiles as we did before. We've now got a much bigger table to do it. So big now. And I've showed you once before about this table. If you do use 4 of these with the sacrificial rubber, you can actually obviously put your wood across here or whatever you're doing and route through the middle, or even use your row saw without it collapsing, as long as you've got 4 of those. So that's kind of the optimum number. With the other RUWI clamps, I'll show you here. This is the new kind of style, if you like, with the 20mm socket, which will work in your MFT. And then the other one they have, which was the T-nut. The cool thing about the T-nut is it allows you to clamp profile to profile. So making it kind of, that can now clamp on there. You could obviously weave a very complicated web across here if you were supporting all sorts of big wardrobes and anything like that. So that's really good. And you can remove all this. You've obviously got so much work area now. You could have half of this dedicated to having your profiles on for routing and cutting, the other half for doing your layup, clamping and whatnot. I'll show you some of the new clamps that they've got. So there's quite a selection of hold down and stops and clamps. You've got this one here, which you can just use on varied levels and whatnot for a hold down clamp. It just has a connector here. Can be used on any 20mm hole like MFT, etc. You can just put that anywhere you like, lock that down here, and that's really good when you're doing dominoes and stuff on the end. So then you've got this, which is like a slightly offset, and that can be pushed against. Use that as a stop. That can go in there and hold it, and that's that held like that. It doesn't need a lot of pressure. It really applies good pressure. If you're using a nice low dog, you can get your 18mm ply. Same here, that's below the 18mm ply. Then if you're going for bigger lumps of lumber or timber or whatever, you can use one of these or even clamp 2 of these together if you needed to with one of the adjustable clamps. And then you've got this pressure here of this hold down. This is much more pressure, really good, fast for repeating work. And what is good on these ones, you can actually fit this base to this clamp here, and what's great on these bases is that you can swivel it around for different functions, and there is a plate which you can add. This plate can be added underneath, or multiple plates depending on what you're doing on this clamp, to give it the perfect optimum height for the pressure. So that's really good. Then if you want to fold the table back down, get rid of some of this. Excellent sort of storage rack here for all the bits, and it is quite good getting that, because this, you know, as you know, you get so much stuff everywhere you can't find it. So quick. Drop these knobs, one on each side. And then bring it back. Now if you're going to leave the table like this, you can actually lock this table into position on these back locators here. Now the tabletop, the top one, is locked to the bottom, and you're back to the same size as the original FAT300 that I had. So it's a really big upgrade. It's quite interesting because it's not often you come across it at all. You buy it and then a year later something new comes out and you wish you'd have bought that one. With this, it's just a brand new system that mounts directly onto the original base. So if anyone's got these bases, you know, real big upgrade. So we can bring this round again. And that's it, ready to go. For those who haven't seen this table before, it is a hydraulic lift table. This one is a Felder FAT300, which fits perfectly on. This top now is sold. RUWI do not sell direct anymore, and they actually sell it through Felder. So it is available worldwide now. So before you say it, yes, this is not cheap. I agree, I totally agree, it isn't cheap. The table's not cheap, the top system's not cheap, but I've got to say that it's the main thing that I use in my shop, and working on your own, this has been the biggest help that I've ever had. This is almost like employing somebody, because it's always working at the right height, it's always helping lifting awkward angles or heavy pieces in and out of machinery, in-feed, out-feed table. If you're doing the sort of work I'm doing, the repetition of setups and making jigs is totally worth it, and it will pay for itself within a year easily or less. So I'm really happy. I think it's a great idea that RUWI have done to expand on what was already a brilliant system. And size-wise, it is absolutely massive. So let's give you an idea of the size. So it is 1.6 or 63 inches long, and 1.2 or just over 47 inches wide. So really big work table. I mean, I'm considering changing the shop around a little bit to accommodate this now. I may not keep my Mega MFT, or certainly might not keep it where it is, because it sticks right out. This is well big enough for most stuff I'm working on. Really transformed this table. So much more useful. Okay, that's it for this week's shop update. Short and sweet. I'm still running my competition for Makerscentral, which is on the 11th and the 12th of May. I'm going to run the competition until the middle of April. To enter the competition, you need to go over to my Instagram page and start following Mannerwood Designs and like this post. And then simply tag 2 friends in 2 separate comments, please, and the winners will get a pair of tickets to the Makerscentral and a couple of t-shirts. So I hope to see you all at Makerscentral. Anyone who's going, it'd be great to have a meet up. I'm just going as a guest, so I'm not doing any kind of displays or talks there. I'm just as a guest to Makerscentral, which is really kind of them. So go there for a beer and a coffee, whatever, that would be cool. I hope everyone's also reading some of the comments, because we're all learning a lot off each other here. So there's a lot of good comments and points raised. Been really good. As always, thanks to my Patreons. I do really appreciate that and your support on there. I'll see you all on the next one. Thanks, bye.